Yes, guys, what's going on? Speci here with the best Northern Realms. Oh, yes, guys, what's up? It's Speci here with the best Northern Rex. Oh my God, chat, what's wrong with me? What's up, guys? Speci here with the best Northern Realms deck in the game. We're going to build it from scratch and talk about why it is the best. First of all, the auto-include cards, John Natalis, Hubert, and Assault. We're also going to need one other warfare card for John Natalis, either Oil or Winch mainly. We'll get onto that in a little bit. So we're going to be playing Devotion. The reason we're playing Devotion, you get Viraxas, who is just great. You get the Marines, but also the Viraxas combines so well with Seltkirk, Anséis, to just have that bit of control that we desperately need in this meta. The other top-end cards are really what make NR so good, and that's going to be Shani. It's also going to be Gerhart as well, and then often this last one is going to be Bloody Baron as well. I've also been trying not playing Baron. I've tried Adalia, I've tried Defender. Baron's going to be in this one because I think it's going to be the best on average. Deals with Gord. Lots of people go very, very tall. So these are sort of like the auto-include cards for Northern Realms. You play Inspired Zeal because you get the Anséis, you get the Seltkirk as well, and Control is everything. Obviously, Viraxas synergizing with those. The Marine, so good with Shani, and of course, just a Devotion card. If you look at the other Devotion payoffs, they're pretty lackluster, apart from, of course, King Foltest. If you want to play Commandos, I don't. I hate Foltest with a passion. Bellahan, obviously, pretty terrible, unfortunately, as much as we'd like him to be good. But what are the other cards? Well, we had a new expansion, and there's actually some really good cards from this expansion. Tisea is unfortunately not one of them, but the Aretuza Students, the Ban Ard Students, really, really nice way of playing with Shani. Get that carryover in round one. And Leticia really opens the door for this card to just be nuts. If your Leticia sticks in round one, you can, if you haven't seen this card, essentially, if you get her up to Patience 5 and you click her, all your Patience cards are going to increase by Patience 5 as opposed to Patience 1. So let's say your Ban Ard Student's chilling at Patience 3, you've got Patience 5 on Leticia, you click her. Rather than going to Patience 4, it's going to go to Patience 8 next turn. So obviously, if your Leticia sticks the whole of round 1, you can have 14-point Ban Ard Students going into round 3. So it's pretty nuts. And that's, again, another reason why I think Defender is an option over the Bloody Baron. So, also, Casting Contest just turns into an incredible card if your Leticia sticks, because you can use your Casting Contest already on your Marines for great points. But if you've got Patience 10 on either of these cards, your Casting Contest is a 15-point card. And of course, you can use it on your Ban Ard Student for direct damage, or your Aretuza Student maybe to buff up your Anséis Seltkirk. So really working well with the control theme of the deck. And Inspired Zeal, definitely the way to go. Istrid, you could argue you could play Istrid. I'm not going to go for him. I'm going for a different card instead. I feel like this card needs a rework. I'd be really interested in hearing your ideas for Istrid. How could he be changed? How could he be improved? Really cool card. Pretty pants. Same for Tisea. Absolutely terrible. Probably the worst card I've ever played. I really hate her. I've played more Tiseas for 6 points than I have anything else. Practice Makes Perfect. Also a terrible card. It's quite good off of Gerhart occasionally, but this card, having it in your deck is going to cost you. It's not even like you can assault for it when times are tough, right? Like, in very niche situations, because it's a spell, you can't even go assault for it. So really bad card, would not recommend it. But a card I love, the Aretuza Adepts, incredibly good with the Ban Ard Students, Aretuza Students. You might just want to go for one of these because the meta is quite control heavy, but honestly, the risk reward of this card, like against monsters, this card can play for 3 or 4 points per turn. Really, really love this card. And the other card I love is the double Envoys. The Envoys kind of replacing Istrid for that control, for that consistency, I beg your pardon. This deck is so reliant on its top end. Look how good this top end is. If you can get those top end cards in your hand, it makes you a lot better. Tutoring Assault as well. So often I go for Envoys in round 1. You do have the option not to click them. If you're going second in particular, this card just turns into quite an incredible engine. Obviously, you have to decide what's better. Is it going to be the Patience carryover, or is it just going to be that little bit of consistency? Often it's honestly the consistency. It really does depend on the matchup. We need a Winch as well. I don't really like going for Oil. Oil's quite an expensive card. You can play an Oil, but the Winch working so well with Shani. And I really like having a backup option, something that Shimiri, I know, agrees with, the War Chariot. Going to fit the bill. You can also use this to move things as well as bleed. You've got the option of getting the crew pocket with the Baron and the Marines. There's some really cool things you can do against Koshi, for example, where you can actually move the Koshi to a full row, kind of nullifying it, and you can save your removal for other things, and then it's just working like a little lava. So that's pretty cool. And then in at 6, the final decision you're going to have to make is, do you want reinforcements or do you want Kerack? I would recommend Kerack on average, especially if you're not going for the defender. Really, really nice on Leticia. Monsters often moving towards having a couple of locks in at the moment, and the Kerack is just quite incredible. It's a real flex if you get that double purify. And of course, a lot of the time in round 1, you just want your Ban Ard Students to get that patience. You want your Leticia to stick and get her value, so the Kerack, a nice option in round 1. Again, the other considerations are going to be reinforcements, Margarita, the Istrid in at 7, the Defender, and the Queen Adalia. I'd probably say Adalia has been bricking a little bit too much for me. If you want to have that kind of vibe, you could go Adalia. Also, if you want to try and play Tisea, I would try and play a Defender. But if you do that, you're going to end up cutting some pretty damn good cards. So if you really want to play Tisea, you're going to kick Baron, you're going to kick the War Chariot, you're going to kick the Kerack, and you're just going to squeeze her in somehow, some way. And maybe you keep the Kud, right? And you fit an Oil in, for example, or a Spell Weaver. So there's a few options. But again, the best one, I think, on average, is going to be Bloody Baron, Kerack, and the War Chariot. But this is the best Northern Realms deck this season. Commandos, definitely an option as well. This is a lot more fun. This is a lot more skill-focused as well. I do hope you enjoy. The deck is named Go to Hell after Istrid, who got kicked from the deck, but still. Hope you guys enjoy. Like the video if you enjoyed. And yeah, let me know about those Tisea, Istrid. Practice makes perfect ideas. How can we improve these cards? Deuces. Not sure Diplomacy is going to be your best 4. I feel like there's got to be better cards. If you're not playing Vigo. Only real reason to play like Diplomacy is if you've got a Vigo. I would also recommend not playing Ulbrich Blightmaker. I would just try and be greedy and play a Courier. Save a couple provisions. I'll look a little bit more at it in the mo. Oh. Yeah, so I stayed up all day yesterday for like 18 hours I streamed. Just fixed my seat schedule and I woke up at like just now like 4 PM. Very good stuff. So obviously Invo over Heatwave. I get why you haven't got it because it's anti-hyper thin, right? The other thing you could consider doing is if you want to play specials, you could play Maddock as like one of your thinning tools. You've got no Dodric, which I probably think is correct. Dodric is very nice. You have got Maxi though. Would I rather have Dodric or Maxi in this deck? Probably Dodric, right? Even though he's, okay, more expensive. He has the Snowdrop synergy. Yeah, personally as well, I like the Ulbrich to buff this. And I like that you've also included a Blightmaker then as a backup. Maybe you could get away with a Courier if you want to be risky. That's only if you've got things you want to actually spend provisions on, right? It looks good. It looks good. Oh, I've not got it up. Yeah, looks good. I don't think it's how I would, if I was to build it, I don't think I'd end up having it look the exact same, if I'm honest. But it's also not exactly the easiest deck to build, right? A lot of the cards you sort of are picked for you. I kind of like it. I think I agree with Maxi over Dodric. A lot of people don't play Maxi, but I've always liked Maxi in hyper thin decks. Usually I go for the gold card over the Assault because you can tutor Assault with John, but wow.
We need sleep. Another test so soon.
Darren in this deck. Alright, that's pretty cool. I can't really see it that cleanly. Like, what's your backup target apart from Morkvarg? Is that anything? Or is it just Morkvarg?
Power unfettered corrupts both body and mind.
I was a bit worried about a Coral. What a card we have here now. She's popping off, guys. So less than that. Let's just maybe start with Leticia when we have this few. The next question is, can we greed playing a bronze? We're 16, we're 26 down. We're getting 2 points in that turn, so we're 24 down. Marine plays for 7, 17 points. Gerhart's 13. Ah. Unless we say we're just going to win the long round. We have no assault, but we have it on top of our deck. So we could try and trade assault for something. Do you know what? 14 plus 3 here. 17 points. I thought about it. At least I thought. It would have been a very bad decision, I think, to play here. But I gave it some real consideration. Imagine thinking while playing Gwent. Amazing. It's a crazy concept. These two cards not looking too hot. This one, but SK is not popular at all. So we'll use Baron on our own cards. I guess again we just go for some kind of patience card here. We could also go for the old Envoy. It's the greedy approach. It's the correct approach, man. The Envoy is just so good. Especially at this stage in the game where we've drawn extra cards. I think I might have to make the Envoy my cover photo card play button, right? I think playing 2 of them is just super correct at this point. Hello, Kate. What's up?
Go ahead. Stare at your stump again, see what
That might even be amusing.
Look at this card, man. Like, what a decision. What a decision. You just go for the Envoy. Stop the patience cards, man. Who needs them? Just play the bloody Envoy. It's just so OP, man. Like, especially for a deck like NR that is all about drawing your golds. Oh, nice Geonod, man. Go on, just hit the Envoy 3 times. That is very tragic from our opponent. You've had a right nightmare. You had a right stink. You made yourself look a right bell end. Let's keep our OP card alive. So what we're even looking for, the casting contest would be the perfect hand. So this is 7. Definitely knew Hubert was coming out, guys. So I should have kept the casting contest. Every time. I need a sticker whenever I'm playing NR on my TV. Remember Hubert. It's one day I'll get there. Oh wait, my Anséis. Did we bury my Anséis? I drew so many cards, guys. I drew so many cards, my Anséis got trapped. Bloody Nora. So patience 2.
Sure, be glad to.
Alright. There we go. In with the Shani. Get baited. Get absolutely baited, son. I'm fairly sure we just go for a Marine, right? At this point.
And it's all for me, Gronk. Knocking, knocking, Gronk.
Heat wave. What a lad. Stretch does actually play for some points, right? We have to front row this.
On guard! A duel! To a duel I challenge thee!
Could argue it paid for a couple of points, really. It's actually paid for quite a lot of points, right? The bear there. Am I a master beta? Oh, yes.
I'll cleave you in
That's correct. Why that front row? Because if I played it in the back row, the dire bear would have stopped it growing anymore. Heatwave's gone. No Hjalmar. Red Haze is gone. No one plays 2 Red Hazes. We're safe. Do we need to greed it though, realistically, mate? Probably not. Is there anything else? Hjalmar, Heatwave, Junod. Nah. Double Red Haze! What a performance. Let's go, baby. Because Istrid deserves to be good. Like, I read the last, like, chapter of the book I read, which admittedly was like two and a half months ago at this point, was Istrid and Geralt, and it was a really good chapter. Istrid's a very cool character. I want him to be better. Maybe he could be a fireman. Soap! Hi. Bloody hell. You're such a diva these days, mate.
How did I fare, Miss Leticia? Well this time, yes?
I don't know. I'm assuming I read more about Istrid as the books go on. I've only met him once, so I have to say. I don't even have him in the deck. Huh? Bruv. What are you doing, mate? Two Envoy even good? Yeah, 2 Envoys smurfing, man. It's the best card in the deck, in my opinion. It's actually... Okay, it's probably not, but it is actually quite OP. Don't we just try and protect this at all costs? We lose on even, but we have a student with like 117 patience. Of course I could slam assault, but they can also slam assault. It's like no point of doing that, right? This placement for the crew pocket. Very good stuff. What the hell? That's cheating. Huh? Huh? Is this a Foltest gamer that missed his Foltest, guys? And I used my flipping war chariot already? Oops.
Lady Margarita told us this.
Yet again, the legendary pass on 5, guys. A very important concept. Because we're both going to be at 8 cards, so they can't just dry pass for card advantage. They actually have to get ahead, right? And I have a whole assault over them now, so it's far from over. I do want these kinds of cards. Probably not 2 of them, though, in this position. Don't want a brick. It's a Hubes. Bloody Nora, guys. Where's my war chariot when it's at home? So what do? How can I kill this, guys? Do I just concede because Foltest is a very fair card? Really, really glad that I'm getting Foltested. Love it. Like, very skillful deck. Very skillful. Yeah, just slam my scenario and then pray that my opponent doesn't answer my defender. I guess I should have got the read. It was Foltest around the war chariot was too much of a commitment. So it's my own fault. But yeah, does seem like the only approach, doesn't it?
So, shall we warm up with a fire spell? Semper Fi! Valyria and Rivia!
Alright, guys. We're doing this. We're winning the game. Thank you, guys. I just hate, like, cards which abuse defender so much that it's like, if you don't answer them, you lose. I hate it, man. It's not for me at all, I have to say.
One day I'll return. You'll not live to greet me.
It's the same with Dash, right? I've never bloody liked Dash. But, I mean, looks like we're just losing. My hand's too good, right?
The day is nigh when all shall behold my beauty.
Not humans.
I had a feeling they would want to do that, right? Now we get ahead. Because they might have reinforcements. We're never playing this card. We get Hubert here. So reinforcements plus Hubert's 9, plus click is 10. It's not enough.
I'm Kerack. I tend to know what I'm doing when I prescribe something.
I shall teach the lesson they will not forget.
What do you want? And it's all for me, grog. Me knocky grog.
Alright. Thank God they didn't push anymore. We might have a chance. Like, look at this though, man. Like, what am I supposed to do? I answered the fold test and the card still bloody played for like 100 carryover. It's just completely unfair. I mean, maybe it's the line, right? Sod it, I'm gonna keep it. It's a 6-1 card, if nothing else, right?
To be undertaken proudly with grace.
Yep. What a clown. So can they really fit Viraxas? I doubt it, right? I very much doubt that they're playing Viraxas too. So, Necromancy? Is that good? Necromancy's a 7. Casting contest is more on a Marine. He had Siege, he had Siege. It's just banished in the graveyard, Wimu. Do I get last say though? I don't have last say, right? So... yeah, casting contest. Maybe though, maybe would have played into it, right? It's also not guaranteed anymore, Tremors. I mean, those casting contests, in fairness. What? What's wrong, boy? What's wrong, boy?
High time to pay the piper.
Bro, it's expansion month. I took like a week off from Gwent last week as well, pretty much. I barely played. So, yeah. Sod it. It's my job, man. But I literally played for like 18 hours straight yesterday, innit? So, yeah. You have a bit of an issue.
Power, unfettered, corrupts both body and mind.
Go on, Leticia. You saucy beast. What? Is that a visual glitch, guys? A lock? They are cheat. Has this guy not got the message that locks are against the rules? But no, I have not fixed it. I think Leticia's kind of, honestly, pretty fairly priced. She definitely seems good for her provision cost. But ultimately, this is going to happen a lot of the time. Oh, this is going to be a fun game. I can feel it in my bones. I'm going to have a great time here, guys. Anyone else excited for the game ahead here?
And if I insert a needle here, what then?
Is there any point of trying to win this round?
And it's all for me, grog. Me knocking, grog.
Probably not. Looks very similar to what I've been playing, right?
Her grace will not be pleased.
We'll get the sunset. Excuse me, we'll get the Sunset Wanderers from them. Bloody hell. My chest. Wow.
Your name, young man, should be cursed into an earth.
Casting contest trading with Brathans. That's pretty good.
A lady Margarita told us of this.
This is like the perfect play here because we know Sunset Wanderers is coming. Nice overcommit, mate. They won uneven though. So yeah, Bantonio, our last opponent slammed Siege first turn. So. That's a hand. Envoy's a pretty good card. Admittedly, we high rolled the Anséis, but still. It's not a hyper thin deck. That's good Istrid, right? This is the good Istrid. Wait, they played the Envoy and didn't get Snowdrop. It's pretty unfortunate for them.
The continent will quake beneath Nilfgaardian hoof.
Truly electrifying.
It's a lot of points. .20 leader with no Snowdrop. Not bad.
Temeria has yet to speak its last. Kaboom! Shit, how's that go?
Viraxas is a 10. Yeah, it doesn't quite get us there. Hubert, check. 3. 3 clicks, so Shani would do it with a click of leader or Ban Ard. Like to get the Hubert if we want to try and tempo ahead if they continue on. I mean, NR's always sucked against NG. I actually think it's got more of a fighting chance now than it has previously. So Gerhart's 13. This is rather depressing. Baron is 8. Baron's definitely the worst card here. Can I get away with Baron back row? Play him for 9. I guess I get Hubert, right? If I click leader. LOL. I was so lucky. I didn't realise that I was keeping Hubert. Alright, I need to sort my life out and make sure that I realised I had enough with Baron there. Okay, that went so bloody well. We're down a card. We got full leader. The Winch. It's pretty good, I have to say. Oh, wow. Very nice. We'll start with Shani. We'll just go Shani for Marine. In the front row, yeah.
Be glad to.
5 removal seems quite unlikely, so I'm gonna play around the Invo. Kind of make it less obvious I'm trying to keep Shani alive. That's terrible, like there's so many better options. I'm not convinced we need to do anything about Leticia here. Probably just play a Marine. We could go for our Impatience card here. The alternative, of course, is the War Chariot as well. We could play War Chariot because then we've got a backup Winch if Shani dies. I kind of like that or gets locked. And War Chariot's an engine, so let's go for it now. And we're going to bleed Leticia because I'm less likely to duel her, right? Whereas I might duel our Twat. Okay, that's the line they're going for then. Alright, I see. Again, the thing with Leticia is it's only a threat if anything sticks. Which in true Nilfgaard spirit, I'm not going to let anything stick. Does mean that my second Shani's really bad now. It's on an Adept or an Envoy. Wait, are these humans? I have to play it to this row. Not ideal. I'm wondering if this is still worth killing. I'm kind of leaning towards no. Patience 4 is quite scary. I can not move it either. I don't have another bloody soldier, do I?
Now, all the court shall pledge their allegiance.
Mate, do you know what? I forgot to link all my YouTube videos to the bloody deck guides until last night. Expansion week, I've got like 5 decks on the front page and I didn't link a single video. It's so dumb. Never mind. My video's still done really well this week. It's just a shame 3 of them I got copyright striked for playing non-copyright free music. I'm just useless, guys, is the moral of the story. Alright, so the Winch coming in very clutch. What was it they stole? Shani? It's actually quite scary now. Invo the Shani.
Never get my rhymes out of your heads.
So I'm fairly sure we can... My headphones being so weird. Fairly sure we can invo... sorry, we can greed the Gerhart. So we've seen 2 locks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we've seen 2. 1 was from Ramon. So we've only seen 1 lock. So there's potential there's a lock. But then if their hand is lock, Shani, they can't click the Leticia, right? Because we forced them to lock. And also this way we can get Thunder off Gerhart if they don't have the lock. I guess I shouldn't have boosted that because Ku, but I'm not losing to Ku. Oh, it does work. Bloody Nora. So my logic was very flawed and this was actually the worst line I could have taken. 6 extra points, guys. Would it have made a difference? I mean, we're winning either way, right? There's nothing that does it here. Told you. What an easy game, guys. Very flawed logic, but not punished. Never in doubt, guys. Never in doubt. Guys, when I'm away next week, I'm going to try and do some, like, stuff for the channel. I'm going to try and work while I'm not working. Like, I'm going to be productive with, like, whatever I need to be productive with. Any thoughts on what I could get sorted? You guys are like, shut up, mate. It's a pretty good hand. So, Greedy Mulligan, but I'm just trying to find Leticia, to be fair. So they can duel this, if it encourages them to duel this, right? But also they're dueling in round 1, I don't care really. I've got the hand to resist. I would love Leticia, but I don't want to go assault for her. interesting.
Focus. Bang. Kaboom. How'd that go?
Just don't stop, man. Just play the cards. One's gonna die, but not the other. Can't kill them all.
You've met your match, puppet.
Alright, so they're gearing up towards a pass, it would seem. Maybe it's not though.
Well, this time, yes?
It's a little bit nervous. Nervy. I was thinking they're going to pass because of all the carryover I'm getting, but now I'm starting to think that they're going to do anything but pass.
To the enemy.
Bloody Nora.
Semper Fi.
As you wish,
Might have been a bit greedy, my lines of play here. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. I'm stinking the gaff out, guys. They haven't played Foltest though, do I care? Whatever, man. This just seems like a weird play. Did we get double leader charge from them, or am I imagining things? One leader charge, maybe? Let's go see Foxy. Shaun of the Dead's a great film, man. As someone that doesn't watch many films, Shaun of the Dead is definitely a film I do enjoy.
A superb specimen, truly.
Envoy's not going to cut it here. Any points. Envoy off Assault's fine. So this round one went badly, but I mean, look at the commitment difference, right? Of course, siege is a concern.
Mind your words, and who you address, and how you address them.
sure. Be glad to.
Do you see that? Anything alive would be dead now. Killer spell.
So I'm firmly up shit creek if they kill this, right? Shani of the Dead. Excuse me. Bloody Nora.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
These dogs have no honor.
I even know why I'm doing this, guys. I'm panicking. They have no commandos. Right? Like, what am I doing? Relax. I think I'm just throwing the game. Ah! This guy's in my head. Stop! Get out my head! Guys, please, tell them to get out of my head.
And it's all for me, Gronk. Knocking, Gronk.
So I'm just losing now. Because they got in my head. Rip. I'll keep this for Assault next round.
No one is born a mage. The vast majority lack even the potential.
We lost, guys. I got outplayed, to be fair. Got debated. Casting contest is going to make them think that I've got a really gold heavy hand, which I don't. I'm also getting quite close to hitting them with the dry pass. Because my Hubert, right? Very close to hero passing, guys. Oh! They never have enough points, guys. It's fine. I didn't click the Marine because Hubert comes out the deck.